What is the most touching act of kindness you have ever witnessed or experienced? 3. I was once riding a bus when a blind man overheard an ad playing on the driver's radio. It was about a contest offering $1 million prize. The blind man said, "$1 million? Can you imagine how many presents you could buy for your friends with that?" Never in my life have I heard someone consider such a huge sum of money and immediately think of using it to give to others. And this came from a man who could have used that money for something life-changing, maybe an eye operation or a personal driver. Yet, his first thought was generosity. That moment has stayed with me ever since. He gets my vote for one of the kindest souls I've ever come across. 4. When I was about 13 years old, my mom took me and my 3 younger siblings to the zoo. It was a free admission day for kids, and we were having a fantastic time. We sat at a picnic table enjoying popcorn, cotton candy, soda, all the good stuff. Nearby, at another picnic table, sat 4 children ranging in age from mid-teens to about 5 years old. They looked like they came from a financially struggling family and were watching us with quiet, envious eyes. They didn't have any food or drinks. My mom called me over and whispered, "Honey, I want you to do something for me." She pulled $20 out of her purse and told me to pretend I had found it near where the kids were sitting, and to give it to the oldest girl. I asked, "Why not just hand it to her?" She replied, "Because I don't want them to feel like they're being given charity. That would make them feel sad." So I did exactly as she asked. As I walked by their table, I bent down and pretended to find the bill on the ground. I walked over to the girl, who was about my age, and said, "I think you dropped this." She looked at me confused and replied, "No, I don't think so." I said, "Well, I found it on the ground right there, and I know it's not mine." She was dumbfounded. I smiled politely and walked away before she could say more. My mom smiled and said, "Honey, that was perfect. You did great." The kids immediately got up, ran, not walked, to the nearest concession stand. They came back with arms full of snacks and smiles that lit up their faces. They were laughing and joking, full of joy. My mom looked at me and said, "Just look at how happy that little boy is," pointing to the youngest one, who was about 5. He was totally immersed in his treats. "You just did a wonderful thing for those sweet kids," she said. That was just one of many moments like that. I have so many memories of my mom's random acts of kindness. She passed away from cancer in September 2014. She was one of the kindest and most empathetic people I've ever known, especially when it came to children.